house was built in 1766. It is a very old building. I don't know what saved the foundation, but I can tell you what saved the windows. These beautiful trees growing behind the church. The debris got caught in the leaves. One of the trees was knocked over. It was 130 years old. They say that tree saved the church. If you're planning on going there later, part of the tree is in the back with a plaque underneath it. They are making preparations for the memorial, which is in a few days. If you look over to the right, the police have closed off the street. Over to the right, the Deutsche Bank building, heavily damaged on that day. They are taking it apart slowly. So far, 14 floors. Another lovely church that is still with us. Look at the brown one straight ahead. That is Trinity Church, built in 1846. Alexander Hamilton's treasury is buried in that. A couple of you were asking me earlier today about Wall Street. We will be able to see it. Wall Street begins at the next corner left. It's a very short street, only 8 blocks from here to the end, the East River on South Street. If you look carefully in the distance, you can see the East River and the buildings behind it in Brooklyn. Look straight ahead. See the trees? That's Battery Park. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Bowling Green Park. Bowling Green Park, the first public park in the city. It's the home of the Charging Bull statue, made of bronze, designed by Arturo Di Monica of Sicily. The rock star of sculpture, mocked daily by thousands who all rub his head for good luck. And here he is. Oh, don't do what some of these people are doing. Don't stand out in the street. That is dangerous. We're going to pass him on the left. And here he is. Will be Battery Park for the Statue of Liberty, the Palace Island, the Staten Island Ferry Terminal, and the Charging Bull statue. Anyone here for Battery Park? Okay. To get to the Statue of Liberty, you're going to go to the right. Go all the way to the water's edge. If you want to take the boat and you do not, if you want to take the boat and you do not have a ticket, then you can speak to one of our ticket sellers. They will sell you a little blue ticket. Very important. First, we need everyone to sit down, and then we need everyone to grab a seat. We need everyone to take their seats, sit down, and grab a seat. We need everyone to grab a seat, sit down. Okay. Second, if you are going to get off here, make sure you're back here before 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the time that the last downtown bus will stop here to take you back to Times Square, so you have plenty of time. I don't know what this is. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening this weekend, but this is pretty cool. Aren't you glad you brought your cameras? Alright. Okay. Battery Park, watch your step. It's okay to stand up now. Go right ahead. Thank you. Thank you very much.
shore, the Hudson River delineating the western shore. They're both misnomers, they are the open sea. But because it is possible to stand on any shore and see another shore, among all these islands that make up New York City, we call them rivers. Well, this is the confluence of both of those. And across that meeting, you can see Brooklyn. Specifically, Brooklyn Heights, an exclusive area of Brooklyn. As we turn onto South Street, we're heading towards South Street Seaport. You're going to see in front of you the Brooklyn Bridge. The only bridge in New York City built by a woman. When it was built, it was the longest single-span suspension bridge in the world and probably the most beautiful. Still today, the only bridge you're allowed to walk across. A 35-minute walk, most exhilarating, and you can get some of the best photography in the world. At South Street Seaport, you can go to the Marine South Street Seaport Museum. You can go to the Bodies Museum. You can go get tickets at TKTS, half-price tickets, cash only, for any Broadway show tonight or this evening. You can get some of the rides for the kids here. You can tour the boats that are in the harbor. You can have lunch here. Or you can just exchange ideas among the hundreds of people that stop here at South Street Seaport. There's wonderful shopping here. Everything. This is an all-inclusive package. free for you and free for them. It runs 24 hours a day. We don't, but we have public transport. This is a major city of the world. So if you want to travel at 9 o'clock at night, you can go on it. You'll probably be the only people on the boat just about. You can bring wine and crackers. It will be very romantic. Your wife will love it. You'll have the water lapping the side of the boat. The full moon will be out. You can get pictures of the uptown and downtown skyline. You can get beautiful pictures of the Statue of Liberty. She's going to think it's very romantic. The men will think it's even more romantic because it's free. Thank you. The man didn't want to laugh, but yeah, I know. You know, I don't care how much you scout. The woman, though. Okay, look. We are going down here. This is called Water Street. That is because the water used to come all the way up to this street. Everything on the right of you is all water. Because the land of foot skyscraper. Manhattan is built on a bedrock of schist, S-C-H-I-S-T, one of the hardest rocks known to mankind. And mandatorily, every skyscraper must have its foundations sitting on that bedrock of schist. They're going nowhere. That is why such a small piece of real estate as Manhattan can support so many skyscrapers. We leave the statue on the sides. If there's nothing to read, where's the film? It's just a mass of concrete and stone. Who cares? Unless it's one of the modern buildings where they have steel and glass, you're supposed to have something that you can look at. This is the only building. We're coming up to the Waldorf Astoria. When correctly written, it is Waldorf-Astoria. What country's flag is that flying in front of me here? The blue and white flag. Diplomat from Finland here. The United States flag always flies on the right, and on the three sides, the flags on the left are flags of high-ranking diplomats staying in the Waldorf. Anyone getting up in the Waldorf Astoria? Anybody upstairs? Anybody downstairs? No? We may have to pick somebody up, I don't know. But this is the only place the president stays when he's in New York City. There's something called the President's Suite. No one can stay in that suite except for sitting president of the United States. There's something called the Presidential Suite. You can stay there for $10,000 a night.
There's a middle of the street. The middle of the Democrat of the middle one-time strip. This is the band rock service over. You can see the center.
And you'll understand why I tell you that is Thai Town. Stuyvesant Town, the largest concentration of apartments in New York. These apartments were built for the returning World War II veterans. They were built by the Big Club, the MetLife. These veterans had no home to come back to, so they gave them these apartments. Stuyvesant Town named for the last Dutch governor of New York City, Thomas Stuyvesant. General Assembly. You can see the flagpoles, 191 of them, on which 191 flags of the 191 countries of the world fly in alphabetical order from A to Z, left to right. The flags do not fly on Sunday, they do not fly when the General Assembly is not in session, and they do not fly at night. But you will see the flagpoles, 191 of them. The first sculpture I show you will be a brass sculpture. It's a brass ball. There are cracks and holes in it, done by a Russian sculptor. He said he would finish that sculpture when we finally have... It then fell to the son Washington Rubin to continue building the bridge. He himself was also an outstanding engineer. But he got something called Parkinson's disease. So he was rolled up on the Brooklyn side in a high-rise apartment overlooking the bridge, while he asked his wife, who had no engineering degree whatsoever, to finish the bridge. She finished that bridge. So you women will understand when I say two men almost screwed it up, one woman got it right. That bridge was built. What was this Parkinson's disease that Washington Rubin had? Well, to build this bridge, you see those large footings over there? They had to be all thinking, yeah, this is a waste of time. It's just a big building. This cheese building I call the cornerstone of Rockefeller Center, even though it extends so far over to the west. Wherever you see these orange and purple flags, those are all Rockefeller buildings. Rockefeller Center building. Here's Radio City Hall, one of the Rockefeller Center buildings. That is where the Rockets dance in Christmas. All these buildings to the left, Rockefeller Center. Radio City Hall, the largest indoor theater in the world, seats 6,000 people. To the countries, and where you see all those tables below there, we turn that into a skating rink every Christmas. People come from all over the world to see the tallest Christmas tree in the world that is Christmas. On the left, we have NBC Studios. They broadcast the show, the morning news show from here live. You can come and look at it. You can stand out here in the street and be part of it. This is my regular job. Here's my picture. My name is Al Roker. And in front of all these buildings are 191 flagpoles on which normally would fly 191 flags of the 191 countries in alphabetical order from A to Z, left to right. Do I have any diplomats who need to alight at the United Nations? No one getting up on top? I'm sure there are people downstairs, so let me go to the door so that I may genuflect as they pass me by. Tower. And across the street, Patsy's Deli. Thank you very, very much, Bernard. Down the road from Tiffany, we've got Gucci. Across from Gucci, you will see Prada. Tell me when to stop now. Don't tell me you don't have ideas for Christmas. You may not like them, but I'm giving them to you anyway. You see women walking up and down with their daughters, waiting on single young male doctors to come swinging to the doors. This is where you will see young men walking up and down, waiting on single young female doctors to come swinging to the doors. Who wants to get off the bus? Anybody? Just want to make sure. We're on our way.
No, you put it right there.
In that Trump Tower, the richest man in the world has an apartment, Bill Gates. In that tower, Derek Jeter has an apartment. About 1,000.
Okay, everybody, please take a seat. We're pulling out. Thank you.
$4 billion, she unloaded about 7 of those buildings. She made sure that the name stayed on the building. Schist rock, which is the underpinning of the whole of Manhattan, according to the designs of the outstanding architects of the day, Brooks and Olmsted. Yes, we shall be at the southern end of Central Park, along the most expensive row of hotels in the world. We should be going into Grand Army Plaza. Statue done by August Silverdor. He came here from Dublin, Ireland when he was 6 months old. Studied here, went to Rome and Paris, became one of the most outstanding sculptors in the world. And one of the first pieces he did was Nike, the Greek god of victory, leading General Sherman, one of our southern generals. You will see, it needs some work, but you will see Nike leading General Sherman as we come into Grand Army Plaza. And in front of it, you will see the Plaza Hotel. More than 100 movies have been done about the Plaza Hotel. North by Northwest, Home Alone, 2, and The Really World, just to name a few. You will see that Anchor Hotel, the most expensive room hotels in the world, the Plaza Hotel. that statue by St. Godon, it needs some work. He's also responsible for some of the finest coins in the US Mint. He did a $20 gold coin with a floating liberty that today is worth $1.5 million. On your left, Nike leading General Sherman. In front of you, the Plaza Hotel. We have a stop here at Central Park. Will anyone be alighting at Central Park? We do have people getting up at Central Park. By the way, that wonderful smell you're whipping there is not... Downstairs to see you up. It's been wonderful having you aboard. I enjoyed it. I hope you did. Welcome to New York City. I must... Zoo, very near to this point here. You cannot go to that zoo.